Tim, Brad, Tom, and Zach. Hey guys, sorry to bother you so out of the blue after such a long time, but I have an important question I need to ask you. Since the very first time I heard your debut album back when I was in middle school, you've been one of my favorite bands. And yet when you decided to call it a career less than a decade after that, I completely understood and respected your decision. You collectively said that the creative process just wasn't working right anymore. And there were those of us who certainly found it ironic that your music was being put out by one of the biggest multinational corporations on the planet. Regardless, you're absolute legends, and the handful of shows that you've played over the last few years shows that you still have it big time. But here's the thing, I have this favor to ask, and to tell you the truth, it's a pretty big one. We need you back in the studio, back on tour, back in the public eye, everything. The world of music and the world at large are in this chaotic, lost disarray. And now more than ever, we need a band of your caliber with your mission to lead. I mean, just look at the events of the past year or two that we know about. From Pussy Riot, to Prism, to the Arab Spring, to the Occupy movement, to the dozens of other things that we don't know about. This is what happens when a generation raised on your music remembers everything that you taught us and refuses to do what they told us. Take the power back, Bulls on Parade, Know Your Enemy, Freedom. I know I'm not the only one who sees your songs ringing so loudly across all of these social changes. The evil empire has removed its veil. Nobody can deny it anymore. But here's the catch, guys. We need more ammo. We need new ammo. We need the power only the four of you could collectively create to energize the next generation of dissidents. We need you to bring us together outside of political conventions and outside of the political arena, to stand brave for us and remind everybody in every political spectrum that if we don't take action now, we will settle for nothing later. That focus on educating the masses with the power and the hooks in your music has never been duplicated. And in an age of frighteningly vapid mainstream music, we need Rage Against the Machine shaking things up and showing the rest of the musical universe how it's done. I hate to say it, but given the state of the world right now, in a lot of ways, it's not about you anymore. It's about a society, and a society that needs you. We need a band of your focus and your presence to lead us again. This is the age of information, and yet so many people just don't know what to do with the information that they have. And when we turn for help to the so-called leaders in the world of art, there's no voice that can be heard over the massive drone of mass media and fear-mongering. We need those crushing, constantly inventive guitar riffs. We need that rhythm section that invigorates your soul and whips you quickly into a state of frenzied action. We need those lyrics that can be so perfectly screamed in the face of injustice and oppression. We need Rage Against the Machine, and we need them now more than ever.